So do you believe the people who dropped the atom bomb and killed the people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, do you believe they were terrorists? I can tell you a place in the Bible where it says, take the people, the Amalekites, put their heads against the rocks, kill donkeys, kill children, kill women, kill all of these people.
5 times a day you pray,
Yes.
then that doesn't make sense that I speak to you about it. So you know,
No, it's okay. Look, I don't mind.
Woman, how you treat there is like
Yes.
it's totally different than in Christianity because we
it's
have,
different.
Yes.
I guess, most respect. I don't know.
Yes. So our treatment of women is different as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So the first thing you mentioned was jihads. Yeah. So what have you heard about jihads? What do you think jihad is?
I think that this is brutal and that's not really great because it is killing people, right? In a name of religion, which is quite understood, but that's not. We are living in 21st century. We cannot kill because of that reason, right? That's all.
Okay. So you're saying because we're living in the 21st century, we shouldn't be killing? Yeah. But when you look around, look, the latest movie that came out, it's called Oppenheimer.
People which died because of that reason.
Sorry?
There is an innocent people because there are terrorists which kills them, and that's the
Yes.
Oppenheimer was in the 12.
I agree with you. Terrorists killing. Do you think the people who dropped the atom bomb were terrorists?
Sorry?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's fine. So do you believe the people who dropped the atom bomb and killed the people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, do you believe they were terrorists?
There were countries, so I thought not. But if there are peace people, like they are killing in the name of religions because they are, in my opinion, stupid. Because it's totally innocent people. You cannot kill them, right?
Yes.
Terrorists are the smaller groups of people, and this was the nation's war. So I think that's different.
But what do you think about Japan already being ready to surrender, but America still dropped the atom bomb? And then just to show Russia, that was the nature of dropping the atom bomb, isn't it?
Right,
And also to add in one point, when you're talking about terrorism, if you check the definition on terrorism, like the FBI's definition, and you check the official definitions, they include state terrorism as well. So countries committing atrocities can also be likened to terrorism if it's linked to political or religious ideology. So that's the definition of terrorism. It includes religion and it includes politics as well.
You mentioned that.
And I agree with you, by the way.
Right.
Yeah. If somebody kills innocent people in the name of religion, in the name of politics, in the name of even something else, I think even if in the name of, I don't know, a bottle of water or Mr. Bean, I still think it's wrong to kill innocent people. You were going to say something?
You mentioned that Japan was ready
to surrender, yeah.
To surrender, and I know that the situation wasn't really that clear. Japan, you can know, in their culture, they're ready to fight to the death. So I think that they really weren't. And United States, also I think that dropping this bomb wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary, but because this was massive killing, this was.
Yeah. Do you think
the side effects were
catastrophic? Yeah. So what do you say, because it's an unnecessary dropping of a bomb on people, I'm sure you agree not everybody was guilty. Do you believe that's terrorism?
Right. That's a tough question. Let me think for a second. So maybe I can. Was a dropping bomb of terrorism?
So he said
It's war, so I guess that
it wasn't. The thing is, he said that dropping the bomb was unnecessary. Yeah,
okay.
unnecessary, and he said innocent, you acknowledge innocent people died. So under that guise and definition, would you say dropping of the atom bomb was terrorism?
Czekaj, jakie to stanowisko wziąłeś? Że niekoniecznie. So my friend is right because it was unnecessary, but it is a war. War is really crime because innocent people die, but yeah, it's war. Everything is everything happens at war, right?
Right.
It was mistake, but it's not that terrorism. Like people are walking here and random.
Okay. But bear in mind, because you use the word terrorism,
Everyone knows about war, and no one knows about terrorist attacks because it's so random. And a war, you cannot run from them. That's all.
Okay, interesting. So there's 2 points to mention here. One is the actual definition of terrorism. So what you're saying goes against the definition of terrorism. The definition of terrorism includes political, includes religious. So that's the first thing. The second thing that you mentioned is individual. It's vigilante kind of terrorism. So vigilante is, like you said, somebody just does something, killing innocent people. That's their own. That's the own objective.
Actually, I will change my mind, and I will say that it was terrorism because there are innocent people, massive group of innocent people, and never it's right. That's never right. But the other thing is that's really important to mention, that it ended the war completely, and maybe USA was thinking only about their men, their people, but because of the bombs, their people would come back to their houses, and it will prevent their people from dying. So
you mentioned a very important point, and that was the point that I wanted to mention, which is dropping the atom bomb is terrorism. Killing innocent people is terrorism. So just like you would say, somebody coming and doing an attack here is wrong, I agree with you. I think that's wrong. But countries bombing other countries for oil, I would say that's wrong. I would say that's terrorism as well. I'm saying that we just need to be consistent. If you say one thing is wrong, killing innocent people in Afghanistan, I would say is wrong. I'm sure you agree. In Iraq, children dying, like drone attacks. Daniel Hale, he blew the whistle on America saying, and he exposed the fact that the drone attacks in Afghanistan were killing more innocent people, and it was creating more extremists. More people were becoming angry. If something gets dropped and your family dies, you become angry. So it's very important that, like you said, we're very precise when it comes to war, because killing anyone, whether it's somebody that's innocent, whether it's somebody in another country or whatnot, war should be avoided as much as possible. That's yeah.
Islam agrees with killing, but Christianity doesn't, and that's why I support Christianity.
Okay, interesting. If you look from the year 0 to 2008, there was a study done by Naveed Sheikh. It's a quantitative study looking at who killed or which religion was the cause of more people dying. Christianity was 178 million from 0 to 2008. Islam or Muslims about 37 million.
Yeah, but it is terrorism is like from Iraq or something like that. It's coming to Europe, but Christianity is happened like probably Nigeria, right? Something right there, which there are some wars because of religion and that's all. But here we are. It's not necessary, right?
Let's go back to the point that you said. You said I support Christianity because Christianity has resulted in less deaths. I've just proven to you that Christianity has resulted in more deaths.
Yes, but it's people which doesn't listen Bible. They are doing it on their own. But Muslims agree that killing people is okay, in like jihad.
Okay.
say something.
So can I just answer his one point, yeah?
Sorry.
Because you've made a point. So when you say Muslims believe that killing people is okay, let me tell you a verse of the Quran where it says to kill one person is as if you have killed the whole of mankind. Yeah, so that's what Islam says in its text. Now, can you tell me where you have come across where we're told to kill innocent people?
In jihad.
Jihad, by definition, doesn't mean killing innocent
Yeah,
people.
People think that it mentions.
But
that
like
they
you,
do that.
but like you said,
But in Christianity, they don't do that because there isn't any knowledge about this, about killing people. That's wrong.
well, I can tell you a place in the Bible. I can tell you a place in the Bible where it says, take the people, the Amalekites, put their heads against the rocks, kill donkeys, kill children, kill women, kill all of these people. So if you want to take a verse out of context, I can do that. There's no verse.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no verse in the Quran
right, but-
that says take the heads of babies and smash them against rocks, that kill women. You see, but a Christian, like you said, no, but they're bad Christians. Some Christians, I can say the same thing
Yeah. and-
about Muslims.
but-
The door swings both ways, you know.
Part of tree which includes jihad. Christianity doesn't have that, and that's why my point. So, jihad quite accepted.
Christianity,
Christianity may perhaps have this note about killing right animals and perhaps humans,
women and children is
Yeah.
mentioned in the Bible.
but it doesn't mention that we should do this at this time. There is a note that
It doesn't mention that in the Quran either.
That
You've just
there is
taken
a
one
note
word,
that-
jihad.
that there is a note that treat your brother, treat jakie są psy?
Obcy?
No.
No problem.
Treat
I'm
stranger
patient. No worries.
Treat stranger like your brother. In the Quran, I don't know if that's the.
Yeah. So in the Quran, in the sayings of the Prophet, peace be upon him, the respect and the safeguarding that we need to give to non-Muslims living in Muslim lands. That's why at the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him, Muslims, Christians, and Jews would live together in harmony. Today, if you go to Egypt, there are such things as Coptic Christians, meaning Christians that have been there since the beginning. So if Islam was intolerant against Christians, today we would not have Coptic Christians. You would find loads of instances in the Quran or in the Hadith where Muslims are attacking Christians and Jews. However, you have people like Maimonides, who was a high-ranking Jew. You had people that one of the wives of the Prophet, peace be upon him, she used to be a Jew as well. And there were Christians living in the area. In fact, when Muslims were ruling, Christians would seek the help of Muslims when they would be oppressed. Case in point was Spain. King Roderick was harming the Christians and the Jews, and then they went to the Muslims, and then Tariq bin Ziyad took an army and then went over. And again, this is in the books of history as well. So the point that I'm trying to say is, when you say jihads, firstly, the definition of jihad doesn't hold up, because jihad by definition doesn't mean killing innocent people. There's criteria of fighting, yeah? And one of the criteria is not to kill innocent people. In fact, whenever an attack happens, you will not find one of the mainstream imams saying that it's okay. And no one, for example, you can give me a verse, you can give me evidence to say that in Islam it's
I don't
allowed.
know if I remember correct, but there was a note in this jihad book, I don't know, that which includes that you can. Jak jest nawracać?
Co?
Nawracać.
Nie wiem.
That can people which do not believe in jihad take on jihad by killing them because they are not believing. I don't know. I forgot the word.
Okay, then why would you say Muslims are not killing people? Why am I standing here speaking to you? Why am I not killing you?
Because
I should be following my book. My book says kill people.
Okay,
I would be
but
killing people.
I have a question. What is your definition of innocent people? That if you are not killing innocent people, so what's the definition of
This one, Allah does not forbid
jihad?
with it. Yeah, read for him this verse. Read the first one and second one.
Yeah, so I gave you one verse already. I'll give you another one because the brother is Allah does not forbid you from dealing kindly and fairly with those who have neither fought i.e. people that have not fought against you, nor driven you out of homes. So if somebody fights you or takes you from your home or takes your land from you, then you shouldn't be fighting them. Yeah, causing corruption. And that's the thing, just give it back to the brother, yeah? So the point is, can you give me an instance? You said a book. I'm telling you the book of all books. The Quran doesn't say kill innocent people. The sayings of the Prophet do not say kill innocent people. The behavior of Muslims don't say kill innocent people. You see certain people, the people that do say that, we condemn those people. We say they shouldn't be doing that. So then my question to you is it in Islam or is it in their heads? Yes, your brother is right. He's your brother, yeah? Your friend, yeah. He's right. Because if it doesn't mention in our books, if it's not mapped in our behavior, then how can you say that this is something that we do? That's the first thing. Secondly, even when you look at Iraq, yeah, the war in Iraq, you know Iraq, yeah? Before the invasion, there was not a single suicide attack. Before America's invasion in Iraq, there was not a single suicide attack. This is mentioned in a book called Dying to Win. The whole book is just data, analysis. Yeah? Before the Jews, or before the whole Israel-Palestine situation, the Muslims and the Jews lived amicably at the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him. In fact, Karen Armstrong says in her book that after that whole Israel and Palestine thing happened, that was when the Muslims started importing anti-Semitism just so they could, combat this. I think there's something called the Scrolls of Zion or something like that. So my point goes right to the beginning. Politics. Yeah? Politics is the reason, and that's the reason Karen Armstrong, somebody that used to be a Christian, she's no longer a Christian now, according to my knowledge. She's written a book called Fields of Blood, and that's the academic response that she brings forward, that things are done because of politics. So you give me one example where a Muslim will just kill someone for no reason. Does a single example come to your mind?
As terrorism attacks around the world, I don't know.
Because, no.
But we don't have exact examples.
Yeah, I will tell you, whenever you, and do this when you go home as well, yeah?
Right.
When you see the reason, like normally they have a manifesto, they write something. They will say, this is the reason why we have done this. Normally they will say, what you've done to our brothers and sisters in Afghanistan, or in Iraq, or what's going on in Palestine. They will give political reasons why they're doing this. Yeah, you can correlate directly with, for example, even Sri Lanka. When this was going on in Sri Lanka, there was something called Tamil Tigers. They were doing suicide bombings. Catholics, they were demonized in Ireland because, again, there was a political war taking place, but religion had been hijacked and it was turned into Protestants versus Catholics. Yeah, we've been seeing this since time immemorial. Yeah, it's black people or this. No, the issue there was slavery. It wasn't blacks, because blacks weren't the only slaves. Indians were also taken as slaves as well. So the point here is, when your home gets taken from you, when there's an army that comes and attacks you, that will cause you to defend. Like, would you say what Ukrainians are doing? Would you say what they're doing is terrorism to Russia?
No, it isn't. It isn't.
Isn't. Would you say what Palestinians are doing to Israel, would you say that's terrorism?
I don't really know.
Do you see? You see? But Israel and Palestine has been going on longer. But the thing is, Palestine, their land was taken from them, and even now, if a person argues, no, it was like this and it was like, no problem. But the settlements, the Western support of Israel, the war crimes being taken place, Amnesty International, the human rights organizations that even Western countries accept, but the average individual, they won't know. Yeah, the average individual doesn't know. It's just an example. Yeah. So my point is, The Quran doesn't say kill innocent people. The Hadith doesn't say kill innocent people. Our behavior doesn't say kill innocent people. When you look at politics, the psychology, the data, the academics all point of the correlation between politics and killing. Because when even ISIS, you have people that were there, they said they were not religious. They were politically motivated. They were politically motivated people. Then the people went that joined them, they didn't. Okay, MI5 in this country. You heard of MI5, yeah?
Sorry?
MI5. The security services. They protect the country. There was an article where one of their chiefs, this was in The Guardian, MI5, I think it was in like 2008, if I'm not mistaken. They said, or he said rather, that the people that commit these attacks have less understanding of religion, not more understanding of religion. So this is me giving you more evidence that it's people that have less understanding of religion. They see their brothers and sisters being attacked, they get angry. So when it comes to Christians, no Christian country is being invaded at this moment in time. There's no war against Christianity. However, in Qurtuba, the Muslims were ruling. That's why you had in Christianity, there was something called the Martyrs of Cordoba, where they would go with this intention that we would be martyred for our religion. So again, we're seeing a similar thing for political and for the defense of your people or your nation or whatnot. So that's the point. Then the second point you said, do you understand what I've said so far? If you have something to say, I don't mind. You can see. Sure.
Let's bring something from the beginning. To say that Christians are like on the top of the list for killing, you know. And I think that sure, there was massive killing in Christianity, but this was in probably medieval era. It's not like the modern problem in the world. That was like in the past eras. So
But when the Christians were killing, if you were alive at the time of the Christians, that would be the modern era for you.
Yeah, I know.
Now, you're alive now.
But that's not a problem of modern society.
I would say the problem of modern society is much, much worse. Because as an atheist, would you say you're an atheist?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, so as an atheist, you cannot prove good or evil objectively.